Hey guys, welcome back to fitandflexy.com. So excited to have you back here. Today we're going to be going over all things lunges. So I'm going to go over a few cues here that are crucial when talking about lunges and the specific lunges that you might need to be doing for your training and whatnot in the weight room. So I'm pretty much going to be going over 3 different lunges that I do regularly in the weight room. So the first lunge we're going to go over is the walking lunge, which is a pretty typical lunge for people to do. It's exactly what it is, walking and lunging. Our next lunge is going to be the backward lunge, and that's where we step back and lunge. And you can just step up. You can also challenge your stability and balance by bringing the knee up, and that's really going to make it work a lot harder. Back lunge tends to be a lot easier for people. It requires a little less stability. No matter what type of lunge you're doing, you're always using the you're always using the glutes, the quads, and the hamstrings. Our next lunge is going to be the forward lunge, and this one tends to be a lot more challenging for people because it requires a lot more stability and balance. And so the forward lunge is where we step forward and press ourselves back, which can be a lot more challenging for people. And the key here with our lunge, I've gone over this so many different times in so many different tutorials lately. You guys have heard glute medius. We always want to be pressing the knee out towards the pinky toe. And our lunge should always be a little bit staggered. It doesn't have to be on a straight line. It can be a little bit staggered here. The back leg should be at a 90-degree angle, always. I'm going to be using a barbell for the lunges that we're going to do. The options for using weight, you can use dumbbells, you can use kettlebells, you can use sandbags. The options are honestly endless. I'm going to go over the different ways you can hold those things and where and why you should hold them there. So when it comes to our lunges, we have different ways of where we can hold the weight. We can hold a bar here on our chest as we do in a front squat. We can have the bar overhead. We can have the bar on our back. And we can do all of this the same way with dumbbells and kettlebells. You can have dumbbells here, dumbbells by your side. Dumbbells by your side tends to be a little bit easier for people, so maybe start out with that if you're just starting with your lunges. And then dumbbells overhead. If you have the bar on your chest or if you have the bar on your back, you can have a lot more weight to lunge with. With dumbbells by your side, you can have a lot more weight as well. So having the arms overhead is just going to challenge the stability. It's going to make it a lot more fatiguing. Honestly, I love having the bar or the dumbbells overhead, but we're going to go over all of it. So we're going to go ahead and start with the barbell on our chest. With the barbell in the front, you can do both the backward lunge and the forward lunge. I highly, highly suggest getting comfortable with the back lunge first before stepping into your forward lunge, because having the weight forward can really mess up your form. You can fall forward and things can get really messy. I'm going to go ahead and just demonstrate the back lunge. Stepping back, having that knee at the 90-degree angle, pressing that knee out towards the pinky toe. You can just step up, or you can bring the knee to the chest. Again, having the knee to the chest is going to challenge your stability a lot more. There's also the other option. If you're just still learning your lunge, you can also just do the pulsing lunges. For our next one, we're going to go ahead and do the overhead lunge. Barbell to chest, barbell overhead. Again, you can use dumbbells here, kettlebells, whatever's accessible. Back lunge, and up. Or you can just step, or you can pulse. Having the bar overhead is really going to fatigue you really fast. Even the dumbbells, because you're using more of your upper body rather than focusing just on your lower body, so your body's working harder to work everything else that's going on. So having the bar on the back, you can add a lot more weight, even with the front position as well. Same idea, back lunge, and even forward lunge. I definitely suggest having the bar on the back when learning your forward lunge. Get comfortable with the forward lunge before adding a lot of weight, even using the barbell. Using dumbbells to learn your forward lunge first is probably the best way to start. So with the dumbbells, having them by your side is really just going to focus on the lower body mostly. My last one for you, you guys have probably seen me do this on my Instagram, is a lunge with a twist. You can use a dumbbell, kettlebell. I like to use the ball. You can also use a plate here. So this is really going to challenge your core and it's going to challenge your stability. You can do walking lunges with a twist. So this is really going to challenge your core stability and your lower body stability. Thank you guys so much for joining me here at fitandflexy.com. Again, just some reminders, the lunges are always going to activate your glutes, quads, and hamstrings no matter what kind of style you're doing. Having arms overhead, fatigue a lot faster. You have so many options when it comes to holding weight. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I will see you next time here at fitandflexy.com.